Hey everybody, happy Sunday and welcome back to this week's layout update. So I've had a headache most of the afternoon and I just woke up. So if I slur my words a little bit or I stutter, hey, I apologize in advance. But this part of the layout, as soon as you walk in, is about to get some love. So of course we got the gate right here in the front, so we're going to the left here, and I'm working on what will be the future Virginian mainline right here, and I'm just kind of throwing down some track a little bit. I'm getting ready to make some cuts, but you'll see about that in a second. Last week, get this stuff out of the way, I'm very ill prepared. Last week I talked about using some leftover mud that I use on the tile floor, thin set if you will, and I cast some rocks. Well, this is the big one that I didn't take out last week. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna paint it up a little bit, but I'm gonna build up this area right in front of it, just to the left of that red post, and I kind of put that piece of foam behind there just to get an idea of how wide I want this section of the seam divider to be. Probably about 4 to 6 inches wide until you get to where the foam is missing up there at the 90-degree corner of the brown part right there by the number 7 track. And at that point, that's where the tunnel entrance will be, and the main line going off to the right there, straight in the middle of the camera, will enter the tunnel and run inside the mountain slash seam divider. Taking down that piece of foam is really a like an aha moment of how that seam divider really separates the seams. I mean, literally it's doing its job. I mean, it's amazing, you know, that when you're over here, you can't see any of that yard. And it's really the coolest damn thing because, you know, 2 feet away, you have, 130 something cars and 7 tracks, locomotive facilities and all that. And on this side is going to be mountainous and, a couple of coal mines and stuff. I don't remember if I talked about this last week. But either way, we're going to talk about it now. So at some point in this area in the front will be a turnout, which will, going to the right will be the main line. Going to the left will bring you around, and you're going to cross this set of bridges here. I'm about to cut this area out. You can see I got my line marked there. There's another one over there. It's about 36 inches that's going to come out. And I'm going to drop that whole section down roughly 8 inches and line it with 2-inch foam because I got plenty of scrap. And I can line it with 2-inch foam and then have this, I don't know if it's going to be a river scene or maybe a little bit of a creek or a pond or something. It might only be water underneath the one side of the girder bridge. I'm gonna do a little research and see what I can find that looks kind of cool and try to figure it out. But at some point, this is going to be one of those key locations for photographs, as you're going to have a mountain type area here in the back separating these scenes. And even though it's a branch line, it's going to be, well, let me rephrase. When I'm designing this layout, or when I was designing the layout, or I'm still designing the layout, however you want to put it, I always think about photographs and writing stories. So this will be one of those spots where from this angle, I can take a photograph. It'll look like the mountains, and I can write a story to go along with it, even though the track really don't go anywhere except for to a coal mine. But that's what I think about. Now, my friend Scott, who is a master modeler, man, this dude's freaking awesome. I'm really surprised he's still my friend after, what? See, we've been friends since we were 8. I think I'm the reason he got into model trains. So his wife is probably cursing me at some point. But Scott's the best dude that I've ever known in my entire life. His family's like my family. I love him to death. But he made me 2 number 6 switches, or turnouts, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to incorporate them in this area here. So taking the turnout, we'll run you over to this Shannara 3-way switch that I had issues with. Over on the other side of the layout, I'm going to isolate all the frogs and use it over here. And then those 3 tracks will go over to the Hudson mine here. The track that will branch off on the left will come down probably a little bit, kind of like on the edge here a little bit. Possibly another turnout here. maybe like an engine track here. And then you got your 3 tracks over there, and then 24-inch radius curve, because it's a branch line. They don't need to be, 42 or anything. Come around, maybe a station or something here, because I envision a like a doodle bug, or maybe an RDC, or maybe like a 2-car passenger train or something like that, or maybe 3-car that comes in and brings the workers in, once a week. And maybe like up on the hillside here, some company houses and maybe a company store or something like that, because I think that would just add to the scene. I want a very Appalachian, West Virginia looking scene here. And this white elevated foam here in the middle, that's going to be the Virginia Mainline, as it will go come out of this mountain, if you will, and then come through here, and then we'll run between the wall and the Pincy on the right. I envision this area as a whole bunch of cuts where you cannot see one main line from the other main line. So if on this side, you'll be able to see this track and this main line, but you won't see the Pincy. From the opposite side over here, you'll see the Pincy and not this other track. And I'm hoping I can work it out. And we'll see. We'll see for sure. Turn out right in this location here. I'll sketch everything up this week probably. And then maybe a couple 24-inch radius curves here, curving, slightly under the this diamond mine here. And, short section of straight track there, and then they'll curve around. This track here will go under, probably about 3 feet on the other side, and stop. The track on the left will run real close to the wall, all the way down to this little notch over there in the wall. And it'll be hidden. I don't want to call it staging, but I'll be able to shove a whole bunch of those, 34-foot hoppers back there, and be able to come out off of this little branch line with a significant train, run around the main line, and then hit the yard, on the second lap through, or something like that. So that's what I'm thinking over here. But I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to cut this out. I got to take down my my little sexy curtain there, and do a little bit of work here. But I really want to incorporate these 2 girder bridges into the layout. My friend Dean made these. They're custom weathered. They're not supposed to be together, but I'm gonna put them together, and these things are pretty badass. A lot of detail in there and everything, so I'm excited about that. And I also have, it's funny is I buy stuff every now and then just to buy it, and I don't even know if I'm going to use it or not. But I just so happen to have, this single track concrete pier right here. And I bought this, probably at Mike's Trains in beautiful Thomasville, North Carolina. You can find them on Facebook and on the interwebs by doing a simple search of Mike's Trains. And they're good guys and gals over there. John and Jackie are friends of mine, so I try to talk about them as much as I can and throw them out a little bit of advertising, because they hook me up with some discounts and stuff every now and then. And if they got just some stuff that they can't get rid of, every now and then it becomes my possession for very cheap. And I really appreciate them. They're good people, But I'm going to cut this out. I'll do a little work here and then bring you back. And then I also have something else to talk about. And it'll probably be the thumbnail tonight too. So this is pretty important. My friend Scott, once again, great dude, built me a freight warehouse type looking thing. And I'm gonna highlight that. This is gonna get its own video, but I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek of it tonight. So you just stand right by, and it'll fade out and come right back. But for me, it's gonna be like an hour. All right, that didn't take long at all. What I did was down here, I went ahead and mocked up a little bit of foam, just to kind of give me an idea of what this is gonna transpire and turn into. So I kind of want a little bit of a fill, or not a fill, but a cut here. So this would be, this white foam represents where I'm gonna raise the ground level on each side. That should start to hide the Virginia main line from the Pincy main line from certain angles. And the rock formation right there is the beginning of what will be a mountain / scenery divider that will run all the way up next to this number 7 track, where that box is at, and across here and back that way where you see the rest of that junk sitting at. This isn't the layout that I'm probably going to go with, but it's just kind of giving me some ideas of what I want to do. I think the switch that right there in the foreground, I will move that back to probably in this area so that I have more switching lead, I guess you could say. I got this little part here cut out. I got it all mocked up, giving me some good ideas. I doubt I will leave it parallel to the edge of the suffers here. Woohoo! I won't leave it parallel like that to the edge of the layout. I'm gonna have it at more of an angle. I think that presents better shots from this way. I also realized I need to put lights behind me to highlight this part of the layout, and that's in the future as well. I'll figure out these turnouts, and once again, I want the turnout to be as close to this bridge as possible so that I can have as much room to work Hudson coal here. This is Hudson coal number 1, and Hudson coal number 2 will be over here. So with this turnout, headed to the right, you hit that triple 3-way switch and work the yard, and then coming off to the left, coming off this way someplace, going up to this turnout will be the other branch line going to number 2. 24-inch radius curve. I think I like the way this is set up here. So I think this turnout to the right will just be like a, maybe like a, not really a freight station, but like maybe like a house track or something like that. So either coal mine can get supplies in, either box car or flat car or something like that. So there might be a little bit of something there, non-coal switching. 24-inch radius curve here. This is all just mocked up. I got to put this in permanent and start painting. And I like the way this is set up so far. 24-inch radius curves down here. Those will be the sharpest on the layout, but it's not a main line, so it'll be all right. I think it's gonna work out pretty good. I'm really kind of liking the way this is coming around. So once again, why am I working on this part of the layout when I got so much other stuff to work on? Because this is the entrance to the layout. So this will all be cleared out for the open house in May. The tile's almost done. Hey, look who's them dudes. So the tile's almost done. So I have to do tile here and redo these steps. And then all this area you're looking at here will be tile. But you'll walk in and bam, you got the layout. So this spot and this whole side we just looked at are going to be the first things that you see. And I want that wow factor. Because if I can impress somebody coming into this, then when you get to the parts that aren't painted brown and aren't scenic, then I think it's going to be a good day for everybody. So at least you can see the potential of what's about to happen everywhere. And so I think there's going to be some great photo angles as long as I get the right lighting in and everything. So pretty happy, pretty happy. I'm excited. I like building stuff and seeing that, or getting that instant gratification. So I'm going to end this here. Oh, no, I won't. No, I won't. Because there's always something else. Like Jaw 2 says, wait, there's more. Because I always remember something. So this is the building that my friend Scott built for me. That thing is cool as hell. And this is the perfect location for it. And I'm just going to give you a little hint, a little tease, a little walk around, if you will. And then he's sending me some information. And I'm going to do a full-blown video of this and talk about some of the things he did building it. He's also going to build a tower for me, a wood kit tower. It's a AE tower. I can't remember who made it, but I could probably find it. I probably got it over here. But I'm gonna send this home with my son. My son lives about 20 minutes from Scott, and he's gonna get it to Scott for me. And Scott's gonna build this. Oh, where is it? Where is it? I got so much stuff around here. This is ridiculous. So as I clean, I find stuff. And as I find stuff, there it is. I find stuff I didn't even know that I had. But I bought this at Little Choo Choo before they went out of business. And this is AR tower. This is a Pensy tower. It's a wood kit, heritage, railway heritage models. And this model is going to be my RS tower right here in this location at this crossover. And I think this is going to look incredible over here. This is going to be a cool scene. So my plan is when you're standing on this side, you will not see that coal mine or that coal mine. You'll have ridges, trees, and everything will be blocked from the view. When you're on that side, you won't be able to see this side. But I'm going to have maybe like a viewport, a scenic viewport, where you can stand on the other side and you'll be able to look down and see that. I think that's going to be cool as hell. Once again, wow factor. This part's going to get done. I would like to pour this epoxy river in probably going to be late April, early May, like right before the open house. But I'm getting excited. 6 months out. 6 months out. It's going to be cool. So if you like this video, hit like, subscribe if you want. Hit that notification bell. Kind of being a little random with my videos right now. I'm shooting for Sundays and Thursdays right now, but with the holidays here and I got surgery coming up, it might change a little bit, so you might want to hit that notification bell. I got a feeling that after the 30th, it's going to be just mostly train run bys and stuff like that for a while, because I have some dental work getting done. That's what my surgery is. And I have bridge work, and they have to take the bridge work out, take the teeth out, do a bunch of stuff in there, and they're going to put in implants. So I'm going to be talking funny for a while. I don't want nobody making fun of me. And so you might just, you might get that AI robo voice thing for a little bit, but you never know. You might like that a lot better than my own voice anyway. Now that's weird. I wonder how those moved. Huh. Crazy. So, okay, like, subscribe, comment. Come back here in a few days, see what I talk about next. Thank you very much for watching.